Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
What up, y'all? We in the Ladies Room podcast, the first episode. Welcome in. How y'all doing?
We good. How are you? Coop with the camera.
Yes, I'm
doing
Coop, and we
good.
got
Nikki Buns. Hey, y'all.
And Frankie Black. Hey, loves.
how y'all feeling about this topic tonight?
I think it's a juicy one myself, you know?
I think it's gonna cause a lot of ruckus out there.
Absolutely. A lot of ruckus. It's going to be some fellas that's, feathers is ruffled tonight.
Y'all gonna ruffle some feathers.
We're going to ruffle some men's feathers tonight.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into the topic. And that is, can a man take what he dishes out? So the topic is, can a man take what he dishes out? What do y'all think? I'm going to let...
You want to start, Nikki Buns?
I mean, I could start. No, I don't think so. I've seen too many instances where men definitely reacted like females when it came down to it. They couldn't handle their role.
Yeah, I think they can dish it out, but they can't take it. So it's like, you're supposed to let the man do whatever he want to do, and you're supposed to take it. But the moment you try to act like a boy,
Exactly.
it's like, what did you just try to do? And it's like, oh, same thing you was doing. What is you talking about?
Yeah, men don't like when you pull a them on them. They hate that. They hate the non-responding. You know, they calling, you don't answer. Texting, you not answering. I done had a couple pop-ups before.
You
Off
had
of that.
some pop-ups
Yeah, I done had a few pop-ups.
from not answering a text message, so they just gonna pull up on you, huh?
Yeah, just pull up.
So yeah, I need you to elaborate.
I want to know what happened.
I mean, I think it was my last birthday. I was chilling and minding my business with my friends, and then my son's father decided to pop up. I let him in because I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't planning on doing nothing, but he acted like a girl. He ain't want to sit out there and smoke with me and my friends. He just wanted to go sit in my room and wait until everybody left.
Now, see, what would have happened if the tables was reversed? If you had a popped up on him.
He wouldn't have answered the phone.
He
He
wouldn't-
wouldn't answer the door. He wouldn't answer the phone. He wouldn't do none of that.
See, exactly.
I've done that as well. I can't just say I haven't. I have popped up on somebody before. First and last time. But yeah, they ain't answered the phone. They said they was in the bathroom.
See, you know what? Crazy enough, I don't do pop-ups.
I don't anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
You don't do pop.
Yeah.
It was the one
Because
and done.
if you don't answer the phone when I call you, and I done called you, and I done text you, and I already know what you're doing, so I don't even need to pop up.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you know what? This is y'all show.
If you my man, and I done called you, and I done text
I'm
you.
asleep. How about
No,
that?
no,
Not at that time.
I
You're
mean,
not asleep.
If I don't pick the phone up, I'm fucking automatically.
automatically.
I wouldn't say
Your
that.
mama talking.
I don't feel that way. I can't really.
No, okay. I'm not
agree
gonna.
with
I'm
that.
not gonna. I'm not gonna
100.
take it. I'm not gonna take it that far, saying that because you don't answer, you fucking. But you
something you ain't got no business?
you absolutely doing something you don't have no business doing. If I'm your woman and I called you a couple times and I
I'm
text
supposed
you,
to wake up. Until hut.
I'm supposed to stop the show and I can
Whatever
answer
I'm
this.
doing. Like, this is their show. I forgot. They can't hear us. We're not on the panel. So
Y'all are absolutely
violate my own rules. Go ahead.
see, what did we say? We was gonna ruffle some feathers.
We
because
did
y'all
already.
Because if a man call you and it take you hours to respond.
Male version is
He is not gonna want to believe.
He automatically think you sucking dick.
He automatically.
Yeah.
He is not gonna.
About
wanna hear you
85%
say-
of males will say you out here sucking dick.
Or they're gonna pull up.
Yeah.
You don't want. Y'all don't want to hear us say, "Oh, we was asleep." Oh, I was at my mama's house. They're gonna be like, yeah.
So,
No, you wasn't.
Yeah, you can't use the same excuse on them. You can't.
Right. No,
You can't
they don't
use
want
the
to hear
same
that.
excuse. They don't want to hear it.
No, I was talking bro. Like that's like I can't even talk to the audience.
See?
You know what I mean?
You can, no. We need a man's perspective.
we-
Nobody
Get on up
chime
here on
in.
this mic, Mark.
We listening.
Slide
we
over
listening.
here.
Absolutely.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
See, this is supposed to be the ladies' room. See, we said we was gonna ruffle some feathers. Look,
Look, he
already.
can't wait to sit down so he can say something. He like move his
He's very
bag.
moody. See, ruffling feathers, ruffling feathers.
Hello, ladies. It feels good to be on the panel of a show, not engineering it. It's,
Hello.
Turn mic 5 up, would you, please, for me, Coop?
Ruffling feathers. Already.
Yes. Mic check. There we go. She's standing on my cord. There we go. Mic check.
I wouldn't stand
It
on
was
it.
like
Shut
4,
up.
not 5.
Right.
4, my bad. Yeah, see. So have you ever been called by your man and repeatedly when you've been asleep or when you've been at work or just out and about in a situation where it just was not plausible for you to pick the phone up, regardless of how many times he's called, right? Like, do y'all when we're talking about us not being able to take what we dish out, like, do y'all give the same treatment y'all receive or y'all expect? I would say.
I do.
I do. Yes. See, okay, when I call you, like, if you my man, right? I know I have been laying next to you, and you will pick up your phone, be like, hello.
Yeah, you've seen the patterns. I've seen
I've
the
seen the
So
patterns.
we see breaks in patterns just like y'all do. And the thing about it is there's also always exceptions to the rule. It's just like what you just said is like every time that you pick the phone,
No,
every
I'm
time you call
not
him,
saying
that he's
every
doing
time.
something that he ain't got no business doing. Well, that's the first thing in y'all minds though, until otherwise proven otherwise.
No, but it's patterns. You see what I'm saying?
We are guilty until proven innocent, fellas.
I
No.
don't think that though all the time. It depends on the person.
It depends on the purpose.
If
the
I'm dealing with a
person,
hoe,
and the
yeah, that's
Well,
what I'm
so
saying.
now that goes back to you dealing with a hoe. So you need to check yourself about
I'm
dealing
just
with a hoe.
saying,
But it's
if
like-
I'm dealing with a,
You're creating these insecurities for yourself by the people that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? And now when you get rid of that hoe, now you're gonna get with this dude, and now you have whole shock effects and shit. Like you got
no,
whole,
I don't.
No,
I
but
never
what I'm
judge
saying-
anybody off
what
of
I'm
my
saying is-
you
past.
got the
Okay,
shock
but
waves
it's-
from the
but it's-
whole.
No, absolutely not. But it's like this. Okay, so if your man is at work, you know whether or not your man can answer the phone at work, or if he can text message, or
Yeah.
if he could whatever. So if I send you a text message at 8 a.m. and I know that you can't respond, I'm not about to be tripping. You at work.
Right.
I was just saying good
How
morning.
about why would you even send a text message in the time frame that you know he's not going to
Because
respond?
sometimes-
Just to test and see.
No, because sometimes you might just be saying good morning, have a good day, love you, talk to you later, whatever.
And in this instance, you don't necessarily expect a response.
I
is what
don't.
you're
I
saying.
don't expect
So
a
you
response.
telling me you tell your dude good morning, he don't say shit back, it ain't a problem?
No, if I know that he cannot be on his phone or answer his phone or
I mean,
text me
yeah.
back,
If I know where he at and I know he can't get
Right.
at me,
that's
yeah.
fine. I might send a text message so he'll, he may or may not see it. I don't know, but he see it when he see it. But what I'm saying is, if you have a man that's constantly on his phone, that dude that got his phone in his hand 24/7, and I call you and you don't answer, like, I know your phone is in your hand. I know it's right there. Like, why are you not answering my call?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if it's a break in the pattern, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or if it's some type of a rare situation. I mean, this is something that he doesn't not
Normally do. Right.
You know what I mean? Then I guess there's some cause for some concern, but I don't think it's fair for the first assumption to say is that he's doing something or is participating in something he don't have no business doing.
No,
There's
it's
a lot of
not
other things that can happen.
No,
like,
it's not.
is.
It's
And I just feel like that narrative, right, is, it's almost like these narratives are built up. It's almost like a snowball effect. Like, okay, it wasn't it this time, but I'm still charged up from it because I felt like that way. But then, so now when something does, the smallest inkling of something happen, you got this big ass snowball of animosity already built up from all of the I don't want to call them insecurities, but all of your failed detective work.
Not
Because you-
real detective work.
No, it's not. You know what? It's not like, okay, every time you don't answer the phone, I'm gonna be like, where you at? What you doing? No, but it's like, if you are normally responding to me, you saying hello, you saying good morning, you sending text, you doing this, you doing that, and then all of a sudden you stop or you start pulling away, or you no longer respond.
You see a difference, a change in
A
the
change-
energy
a
or
change
the
in
pattern,
energy
yeah.
or the pattern.
Yeah.
That's cause for like, oh, okay, now what you doing, because this is not what you've been doing.
Yeah,
That's-
I was just gonna say
You see what
something like
I'm
that. Like it's a relationship, so it got to be communicated. And most of the time, when people act like that, it's probably because they done been through something, or that person specifically has took them through something.
That's
It's not
what I
just
said.
random.
You
I
got
don't
the
just
shock waves of the last whole affair. You got what is it? What they call when you win the war, and you got
PTSD.
PTSD or yeah something.
I
like
mean,
that.
it's real.
It is.
I have PTSD, not solely for that reason, but it is part of it.
PTHD, yeah, post-traumatic whole syndrome. That's what it is.
But, I mean, yeah. I can
No,
hear
but I
myself.
mean, but I think that
Okay.
goes for men and women, because
It does.
because if a woman is acting a certain way, you know what I'm saying, like when her man is texting her, calling her, or whatever, and then she don't respond in the same way that she
Yeah.
used to, he thinking that same thing, and he pulling up like, what you doing? Why you tripping? He ain't gonna want to hear, oh, I was with my mama. He not gonna want to hear that. Just like we don't want to hear, oh, I was asleep.
But what in the rare occasion, right, that it was the truth. Just like if you just so happen to be with your mom and now he doesn't believe, like, how did, you know what I mean? Like, it happens sometime. Now, if you
Yeah,
just
it
don't
does.
trust the dude and you feel like he got the tendency,
then
to-
that's
But-
something you need to
that's-
work on.
But
then
it's always something else that goes along with that. It's not just, oh, I'm not answering your call. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always other things
Okay,
that he.
so then let's
it's
talk
always
about
other
those
things
things
that
then.
that he do.
Okay, so
then makes you question, well, why you not answering my phone call? It's not just to the phone call.
So let's not make it about just the phone call then. 'Cause that's what because if it's more than that, if it's more than just a phone call, then again, he has a pattern of even if it's just a recent pattern of over the last month or the last week he's changed. Now, you have reason to believe something, and it's not because of the phone call. It's not because of him not picking the phone up. It's because of other things that's happened. So again,
Yeah, it's a
goes
whole
back
whole
to
cycle of it.
you know what I mean. You have to evaluate the relationship as a whole and the individual. You know what I mean, and why you're with them if you feel that way.
That's why I don't get into relationships.
See,
It's too much work.
it's too much.
It is. Sometimes.
I don't have time to read you if you're
Because
not going to tell me what I'm directly asking
be
you.
work. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be work. I mean, it's like at that point, at the point that it get like that, somebody obviously don't want to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because it's not the relationship. The communication is broke down. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's not a relationship.
Well, when you 9 times out of 10, whether it's a man or a woman, when you start acting like that, that means you already moved on to your
your heart is already
to
out
your,
of it.
your-
Your heart
you-
is already
you
out
are-
of it.
You already
Whether
gone.
you got somebody else or not
or
on the
not,
side,
That's
you
true.
already
your heart's out of it. When
You
start
already
moving like that.
gone.
That's definitely true because I can honestly say I have emotionally detached myself several times.
What you
way
mean several
before
times?
it was
You
over.
are
Every
emotionally
breakup that
detached.
you've ever had, you emotionally detached from them before it actually
Before you
signed the
actually
contract
leave
of
them,
leaving.
yeah.
No, sometimes I just used to ghost niggas because I ain't give a fuck.
Hit the don't bump, but
I'm just saying, you know.
When you have been in like a long term
Yeah.
committed relationship, you absolutely detach emotionally before you detach
Yeah,
physically.
always,
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you can't leave.
Yeah, you gonna leave and come right back.
You gonna leave
That's
and come
what
back.
happened to
Leave
the
and
people
come back.
who hate,
Leave and come
hate
back.
detached, right? I'm saying you done
Yeah.
did some shit, and I still love you. I feel bad about this shit, and I want to leave, but I don't really want.
But I don't really want to leave. I don't, and then you can't. Then you can't handle the breakup because you're still emotionally attached to that person and attached to
Yeah.
that relationship. But if you can emotionally detach yourself before you physically detach, when you finally leave, it's done. You
Those people who don't emotionally detach well are usually the people who put the other person's feelings and everything before themselves. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They're people pleasers. They're trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make you happy. And you find yourself in the position where you done lost yourself because you're trying to be everything that this person wants. Wants.
But another thing of that is you can be trauma bound to somebody.
Oh,
Yeah, you
yeah,
can.
most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And you know that this person is not good for you, but you still.
Or sometimes it ain't even a trauma bond. It's just some people just fall into the pocket of dependency, right? It's something
Yeah.
about this relationship that I'm like
That I'm dependent
You know
on.
what I'm saying? We have a lot of homosexuals out there that just get with people just for the sake of having
You
somebody
right.
to live.
I mean, they just
They do. It's
They
a lot
look-
of that. It's a whole lot of that. Like
Yeah,
I know
I mean,
of
and
a
like
lot
Quite
of
as
people that have just had to find different females who were willing to open up their bed for a couple of nights.
Yeah,
They got another one for another couple of nights. The next night after it's
and we
over.
can take it deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why a lot of our grandfathers and grandparents had other families and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because the
Oh, yeah,
grandmothers
they
wasn't
did,
leaving
definitely.
because they were just so dependent
No.
on that, on you know what I'm saying,
Right.
having that stability, that livelihood
Right.
of somewhere to be type shit. You know what I mean?
They not like that today.
No,
No,
it
they're
ain't like
not.
that.
Today they
Absolutely
walking
not.
away.
They're walking away
Yeah.
because women have more of a stable platform to do that on nowadays.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
all fronts. So yeah.
You right, they do.
But a lot of people stay in relationships, especially long-term relationships, just because they're comfortable with them, because they know them, because
Yeah.
you know, it's just like you get to a point where you like, man, I didn't invested so many years
You right.
into this. I see the patterns. I know what they doing. And
It's like it's cheaper to keep them type shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
but you
I've
get
been there
you
before.
get used to it. You get
And then
Yeah.
that's when you fall into the pocket. We just had a topic on the podcast last night. Excuse my truth, and what the topic was: dating the married, right? And that's now you falling into the arena of why a lot of married people or people in relationships are more available to date than some single people because they're trying to fill the void
Yeah.
of what they have at home versus single people out here so busy being single they don't want to be locked down. They out here saying,
that's
So-
very true.
That is true.
Married people is locked into a relationship where they don't really want to be in. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just like I got to keep my livelihood. I got to keep
Right,
This,
I gotta
whatever
keep
thing
this
was.
facade
But
up.
I'm not happy.
But I'm not
so I
happy.
step out and feel
Right.
this void of what I'm saying, what I don't have. You know what I'm saying? I got the 80, but the 20% that I don't got, I'm about to go try to find that
Exactly.
elsewhere.
just to prove or feel
But
like I got somebody.
right? But
Right.
then you go out and you search for that 20%, and what's gonna end up happening?
You gonna
You gonna lose that 80.
You gonna
Yeah,
lose
that
it.
80 out of
Yeah.
there.
That 80 is
The
like
80 is gone. I
But-
mean,
In
but not
most-
every 80
in most
leaves.
situations, I was just about to say in most situations, but not all.
Not every 80
right. But
leaves.
see, then you go to why
That's
didn't
if they
the
ever
80
find out.
leave?
Let's talk about that. If they even ever find out. Some
I
people
mean,
are,
yeah, I know
some
some
people,
people
and then some people like we have relationships or marriages rather where they're both out finding that 20%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they know that the other one is. It's like I'm like I don't give a fuck because I'm doing what I'm doing too. I just don't want to go through all of the legal red tape and the money and all of that to get. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
and
I
then
know
we
a
got
couple of
kids
people like that.
involved. You know what I mean?
Right.
Doing it for the kids. That's the most toxic, unhealthy thing I think.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Kids
People
growing
that
up
doing it.
fucked up. Parents lying to each other.
Not a kid.
This my auntie. This my auntie for real.
This my auntie for real.
Not a
Right.
kid's got trust issues.
Man,
it's
what?
just generational curse.
They don't believe you.
Generational,
They don't believe
absolutely.
neither one of
They
y'all.
don't
They
believe
don't watch.
nobody.
They don't grew up watching y'all
Right.
lie to each other and shit.
Yeah, we meet all these new
present
relatives
false
that don't be
energy
at
and
the
fake
holiday
to each other every
dinners.
time. While at the same time, they got this persona in each other's faces, but then when the kids, they talk to the kids individually. Yeah, your mama, they snaking each other behind it.
Exactly.
But then so it's like, come on, that's toxic, man. It's unhealthy and toxic.
But so many relationships nowadays, especially now, are toxic. Like on some,
They thrive.
It's
off
toxic to
it.
the
it
point.
just-
It's
it
toxic
just-
to the point where people praise being toxic.
Yeah, that's
like
glorify
it's way
being
like-
toxic.
like it's a yes,
Yes.
like it's a badge of
It's
honor
it's
to
the thing to
be
be.
Yeah,
in
It
a toxic
is.
relationship. Like
It's-
that shit is not cool.
Man,
New
what?
norm.
I was in a toxic relationship for like 4 years. I'd never do that shit again. I don't even want to date nobody right now. I don't even care.
You see what I'm
Like,
saying?
Say, man, it scarred me.
Man, I'm
like,
good. It
PTSD.
did.
PTSD.
Yo.
Absolutely, absolutely.
like, people lie for no reason. You be like, I know you lying. Or like, why you can't just be real? Why you can't just be real? We not serious. You want to paint a facade like we serious, but you living too many different lives right now. Too many. How do you have that much time in your 24 hours to live 8 to 10 different lives?
I barely got time for myself.
I barely have time for my own. But surprisingly, it's a lot of people who have time to live double lives, triple lives, and
Yeah, it is.
And do it for a long time.
And do it for a
Right,
long time,
years.
and manage it, and you be like,
You had all this going on. You got 3 other children, a wife, 2 other girlfriends.
Another
all of
way.
that.
Man, what? And I
All
still
of
saw
that.
you every day.
Like being even a business owner, speaking from a man's perspective, being a business owner who has a lot of women clients, I could not deal with more than one chick. Like it's hard to deal with it. Someone like y'all cool, like y'all, but
Yeah.
just y'all know what I'm saying. It's like this is like, dude, it's too much emotional fluctuation and like it's just too much to deal with out of more than one chick, man. Trying to, kudos to dudes who do it, man. I couldn't be, trying to be with 2-3 chicks at the same time on some. All of y'all is my girl, and none of y'all. No, I can't. It's
Some
too-
people
it's
get off
too
on that.
it's
Some
too-
people
it's
do.
too-
So,
I
are
got too much
you-
stress in my life already.
are you okay? So, would you be able to do it if you were not like invested in each of the relationships? If they was just, your side chicks,
I had a- I
you
had a
ain't
chick-
you
the
got
last
3.
Chick, that last chick that I was with, she was open to having another chick, and like you are too much headache for me. As a matter of fact, you can go. Type shit like that.
It's
We
funny
don't
you
need
say
to
that.
mess
because
with
We don't even need that.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like I done had threesomes and all of that shit. Like it ain't like I'm not attracted to 2 women or wouldn't be open wouldn't like it. But it's just it would be more than just for of course sexual purposes or my own selfish reasons as to show off. I got 2 trophies and shit. It would be it got to be way deeper than that. If it's gonna be 2 of y'all, because y'all not about to stress the fuck out of me. No.
So you couldn't have 2 women at the same time.
What if they wanted to be poly? Would you do it that
That's
way?
what I'm
Oh,
talking
that's-
There's
about.
a lot of
Okay.
people pushing
Okay, so-
poly right now.
Absolutely,
They are.
a lot of
You
people
know what?
pushing
I could.
poly.
I guess the chick that I was with, I couldn't do it with her because she was too much. She wasn't the right one. I'm not
She
saying
just
that I
wanted to
couldn't.
have fun.
Yeah, she was
Oh.
that one of them type of motherfuckers, and it wasn't even nothing too even serious about her for real. Like, I don't even know how the fuck I was with her when thinking back and shit. Like,
So could you have? So you saying that you couldn't have a main chick and then a side chick? It's too much.
if it
And-
was, if
and
it
take 'em
was-
seriously.
And take 'em
you
serious, like, it's too
you
much
you
time,
saying
it's
if they
too
like
much.
if they knew about each other, like type shit, and was cool with it.
No, like I'm saying, they didn't know about each other. They,
I
you had your woman
I've
at
been-
home,
you know what?
your
I've
wife,
been,
your
listen. I've been there and done that, and now with where I am now in business, where I don't have time to maintain. I don't have time to juggle that shit. Don't
What
have
about
time
a
for
main chick and a fuck buddy?
it. My main chick is my fuck buddy. What
I'm
you
just
mean?
saying.
Right.
There's some niggas who be
It's
acting
some
like
Like,
they need
goddamn, like,
something
what the
extra
fuck
on
is
the
what the fuck
side.
is she if she's not my fuck buddy and shit? Like,
I'm just asking a
yeah,
question.
because
couldn't-
your side chick is that. Is
right,
that,
because
is
now
that,
what I'm
is that
doing, what
20%
I'm
that
doing
you
is
missing?
and still maintain the same energy and the same, because what I'm going to be forced to do now, I'm not going to. The pattern is going to be broken, right? The pattern that my main chick that she's used to out of me, that energy is something I'm not going to be able to do that and maintain the same consistency with her as it. No.
And see, that's
That's a good way to look at it.
But
yeah.
see, that's exactly what we was talking about. So when you get you had
And man,
this
and all
you
this
had
shit I got
this
going
you
on
had
now.
this consistency with your main chick. Mm-hmm. When you get that side chick, shit changes because you can't you got to take
That's why
some
you
of
don't-
that.
that's why you don't
got
do
to
the
take
side
some of
chick.
that
I mean,
time that you had
and I know it's
originally invested in your main chick to
To
now
invest in her a little bit.
give that
yeah.
to her.
And I know it's dudes listening, oh, this old simp ass nigga. But no, I mean, like I said, I done been there and done that. I ain't saying that I could or I haven't. But just not, I don't have the energy for it, right? I don't have the energy for it.
But that's what we're saying. The energy,
I feel you.
energy that it takes to have a side chick will change your pattern with your main chick.
I would put more energy into having a chick that was cool with me having another chick as opposed to putting the energy into having another chick that my chick didn't know about.
I mean, that's
That almost
fine.
sound
But
like
how many,
that was a tongue twister.
it is. But honestly, how many men out there are gonna be honest with their main chick and say, "Hey, I got somebody on the side. I want to have another relationship. I want to do no," because they're gonna be like, "Oh, she ain't gonna
Maybe
be down."
10% of them,
Right, because even if your woman is down, even if your woman is down for it, you're not gonna present that to her because you like, oh, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna say that to her because then she gonna trip. That's gonna start an argument. That's so this or that or that. So you go and have your little piece on the side, but you're still causing havoc in your relationship anywhere you go. You might as well just be up front and be like, hey, I want to have somebody else. Your woman might be like, cool.
I need me somebody
I
else
need-
too.
See, you know
You
what?
see what I'm
It's
saying? Like
about-
we can open this relationship up.
If you are with a chick, you should know her well enough or not as to present her with a situation like that. You know the answer to that before you even ask it. If this is your woman, you know her well enough to know if she's going to be with that shit or not. Why in the fuck?
Yes,
But every dude ain't gonna take that.
Every dude
Let
is
me
not-
have my fun too.
See, and that's the problem because
guess
a
what?
man will want to open up the relationship
So here's
and go to his woman. If he go to his woman and say, okay, I want to have me another woman. Okay, your girl, your wife, whoever, she might be like, okay, cool. I have no problem with that. But if you gonna have another woman,
I need
Now,
another
check
dude.
this
I'm
out.
gonna have
Check this
another
out.
man,
That
and then
was the
it's like,
exact-
oh no.
That was the exact scenario that fucked up. I'm like, no, because it's not like I understand how you feel, and you're open like that, right? And here's the X factor in the whole situation: you like bitches. I don't like niggas. So listen, because you talking about bringing a motherfucker into my you like bringing a motherfucker into our relationship. You like women. You okay with exchanging whatever the fuck you with another woman?
But no.
But no.
That's not-
the reason why it's over.
That's not what we meant.
That's not what we meant. What we meant was you have a whole nother relationship, like not poly,
with me
not
included.
with me, but an open relationship.
Okay,
which
so my
means
thing
you
is-
have
okay, so again-
you are able to go out and have another woman, another relationship, and your woman is also able to go out and have another relationship.
See now, and again, it's like the cup half empty, half full theory, right? As to where some people will look at that as like an upgrade in the relationship, I feel like it's a downgrade because now it's just like we just back fuck buddies then and shit. Like we're not in a relationship.
No, y'all have fuck buddies and y'all in a relationship. It's people that you could fuck
So
with no emotion.
we're cheating and opening,
Right.
basically. Like,
I mean, but you wanted to cheat by
But you
yourself.
wanted
That don't make no sense.
no, I didn't. I'm not. See, so now that's the thing. I'm not talking about having another woman that I'm dealing with outside of you. I'm talking about together. That's what I'm saying. If you cool with it, because you like women, you don't like women, so it sounds crazy. Because you don't like women.
It's not that it sounds crazy. I'm just saying if I
How is it-
did,
listen, you talking about you fucking another dude outside, like, you know what I'm saying, and it's like versus us doing another chick together.
No,
And
we're
I'm
not
wrong
talking
because
about.
I'm wrong because I'm not with it.
No, we're not talking about. We're not talking about bringing. We're not talking about bringing a third party into our bedroom.
We're talking about versus that. I'm not. We're talking about that versus two side relationships.
but I've been watching a show like where ladies, what is that, brother husband? Something
Get the
of that
fuck outta
nature.
here.
When
Ah,
she
yeah,
got-
brother
when she
husband,
got-
my ass.
Yes,
But I'm just
when
saying,
You
she
go
got
fuck
two-
that nigga. I'll find somebody
She
else.
got
and
two-
shit.
Like they don't all fuck each other,
No,
but
she
they
got-
have their
she got-
own rooms.
She has two husbands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And a boyfriend.
And a boyfriend. Yep. Absolutely. And
That's
her
the
and
same
two
thing that
husbands.
you was saying. They not
Exactly.
touching nothing, but that's what I was saying.
So they're
They
just-
have
so
their
you
extra
just, so you
person.
just know so you're just fucking somebody else that I know about it and shit, as opposed to you
Yeah,
fucking
they
somebody else
boys,
that
they
I don't know about it.
homeboys. They be partying and
That's
barbecuing in the backyard
wow.
and shit.
They do. They really do.
So now I'm supposed to eat you knowing this nigga balls were just in there last night and shit.
That is wild.
That's wild as shit.
That's wild.
Y'all be expecting chicks to suck y'all dick
and
after
y'all was
been
and y'all was fucking
bitches?
somebody else.
That's nigga. We talking
No.
about. No, I don't want you to do that. You're my don't try to
just
make this
fucking
shit
saying.
correct and shit. I don't want you to do
I'm
that.
not
You're my
trying
girl.
to make
We
it
talking about-
correct. I'm
a
just
man,
saying.
a man would straight up go out, fuck another bitch, and then come to the crib and expect his woman to suck his dick. Absolutely.
Definitely
And you be
will.
like,
All the
seriously?
audacity.
You smell straight up like
So you're
pussy right
you're
now.
contrasting a man going out cheating versus a open relationship where a dude knows that he's sucking another nigga's dick via your pussy.
But I'm just saying, the
But
open
what's-
relationship
but
is to their
what's
preference.
What's the difference in what a woman is doing? If you out here with somebody, like, what's the difference?
Yeah, I don't
How about
understand.
have a faithful nigga? Goddamn, like this is
Ain't nothing wrong with having a faithful nigga. We was just talking
we were,
about
but the
side people.
faithful niggas was not the topic tonight.
It wasn't. The topic was niggas who can't fucking keep their shit within their relationship.
Is that what
Or
the topic
females.
was? What's the topic? Cool?
Side people. It's side people.
the topic of conversation tonight.
Can a man?
Can a man take what he dishes out? That was the topic.
Well, I don't think anybody can take the negative that they dish out. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's kind of a loaded question. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do the woman card where it say, well, women can't take what they dish out either.
It's double standards.
That's just per people. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just like nobody likes to be done negatively. We'll say it like that. Nobody likes to be done wrong.
But I think that when a woman cheats, she can pretty much accept what her nigga gonna say. I mean,
Yeah.
but the thing about it is, like, you take for example everything that's going on in the news right now, right? If a woman cheat, a man gonna want to kill her.
Basically,
You know
right
what I'm saying?
now.
Oh, you with somebody else, you this. But if a man cheat, his woman is supposed to sit down and take that shit. Mm-hmm. Why y'all can't take it?
Facts,
Why you going off the deep end and shooting me in the parking lot of the hotel because I was with my nigga? But if I came to
Well,
you and I saw you, if I saw you coming
well,
out the hotel
I'm
with
not
your
gonna-
bitch,
wait,
you would have been
wait.
pushing me and telling me to get the fuck back in the
So-
car and take your
Exactly.
raggedy ass back
But,
to the
like,
house and
Right. It ain't even what you think.
it ain't
is.
even what you think it is.
So now I'm
She
not.
ain't. She ain't nobody.
Yeah, what? Hell
She
yeah,
just
she ain't nobody.
she just my best friend.
Right, it's always the
It's
best
always
friend.
the best friend. It's always
I'm
the
not
best friend.
condoning it, right? But at the same time, like, you know, it is you know, what do I want to say? I guess he feels the same way that every woman who gets cheated on feels. And again, that doesn't mean go to the extreme that he went. But you know, no, just the scenario that y'all talking about, like he was, and again, I'm not condoning it at all. You know what I mean? And I know women go through this all the time where they're at home
Right.
taking care of the kids, right? Some of the kids, like, because in this scenario, I think 3 out of the 5 kids he was at home taking care of for her was not even his. Those are his kids, and now she's out cheating. And again, I'm not saying that it's merit or reason to do it, but
Exactly.
you know, wrong is wrong. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I guess the point I'm trying to make. So it's some
Right.
fucked up dudes.
Just
out
like I
here.
said, tables reversed. If he was the one doing the cheating, he'd have been telling her, "Oh, this is just my best friend. It ain't what you think it is." He would have been
Yeah.
he would have been 100 miles a minute telling her to take her ass home. We'll talk about it at home. We would this with that. But
Why
he
you up
couldn't-
here following me?
He couldn't take it.
Yeah, he was
But-
wrong as shit. That was some
But-
complete bullshit.
But okay, so but at the same time, like, all men don't take it to that extreme of killing her, but they absolutely cannot take it when they find out that they woman is cheating on them. They can't take it.
No, they can't, and they'll never let you forget it.
And they
Even
don't
if
ever let you
say
forget it. But
they do.
tables reversed. A woman is supposed to accept her man cheating because that's what all men do. It's supposed to be okay.
No, I'm never going to say that the woman is supposed to accept her man cheating. I guess that's just the narrative that's the general narrative that's I guess out there. But
that's how they make it seem.
That's how absolutely. That's how men play it, and then they're like, and
I don't like the narrative that women feel like all men are going to cheat regardless, no matter what. Like that's how I feel like y'all feel like men are just going to cheat no matter what.
I
no
don't
matter how
feel
good you
that
are
way.
To, no matter, I mean, what? It's
I
like,
don't judge people off of my past. I can't because that's not fair to them.
It's not fair to me. That's me putting myself. I'm trapping myself.
Yeah, I'm not
No,
gonna
but
relive that.
But
I'm gonna pay attention to certain stuff.
Right. I judge
That might be
you-
a red flag.
I judge you off of your actions.
Yeah,
like,
if you're
I'm not
doing
going
weird stuff, I'm
not
gonna pay
going
attention to it.
Right, I'm not going to assume that you're cheating until you show me signs that
Exactly.
you're cheating.
Yeah, I'm not about to just be like,
But
yeah.
Right, but I'm also not going to sit back and be naive about it either and be like the one, oh, my man ain't going to cheat it. Because if you do that, when you do find out that he cheating, then you're going to be second guessing yourself. You're going to be like, oh my God, it was all these red flags.
And I ignored them.
And I ignored every last one of them. And now I'm sitting here looking stupid. Mm-hmm. It's like, that women's intuition shit, that shit is real. Like, if you feeling
real.
some type of way about a situation with your nigga, like, you better pay attention to it because it's something going on there. If he moving funny, acting different than what he was, and you be like, oh, maybe he just does. No, you better pay attention to what it is that he doing.
It's still ain't gonna change nothing. He's still gonna do what he want to do.
Everybody is gonna do, like, everybody is grown. You can't change nobody.
Yeah, you really can't make nobody listen to you. Everybody is grown. Nobody's gonna get in trouble.
No, everybody's gonna do what they want to do.
These chicks not leaving, like Blueface and Krishan. He just embarrassed her with his baby mama.
Absolutely.
For like, I don't even know how long. What was it, for 2 weeks? And then, soon as they had the Zeus production, they had the Floyd Mayweather fight, they right back together. You not about to embarrass me. Like, I don't care what the production is. I can be cordial.
Okay, now if we're going to talk about Blueface and Krishan, then we got to talk about Aisha Curry and Steph.
Yeah,
Did you know what I'm talking about?
They had some recent issues, or back in the
what
day
happened?
when she needed that validation.
No, man, just recently she was on some talk show and the dude came out with listen, no, put her foot in her mouth. What she did, the dude come out like some old Chippendale ass black dude and shit, shirt off and shit. She took her damn wedding ring off on national air. She said, I don't know what she said, but it's a picture of her taking her ring off and the nigga that she.
Okay,
that's uncalled for. She out of pocket. She do a lot of dumb stuff though.
She attention seeking for real.
All the time.
After you done already told her, what was it she said? She basically seeking validation and attention from other men.
Yeah, that's what she wanted. She feels that
she making
not
Steph Curry
enough
look
men.
way too light skinned right now.
Not way too light skinned. So you looking real soft out there.
Boy.
I mean,
yeah, that part.
But you also, like, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, okay? Because think about all of the attention that Steph get from women. They do not care that man is married with kids.
They don't care
oh my God,
at all.
Wait a minute. You signed up for this, man. You know this man is Steph Curry. So what you want to equal? But you want attention because he get attention. He's fucking Steph Curry.
Okay, but I'm the wife though.
I feel like.
So what, you want everybody to gawk over you?
No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is
that's crazy.
That's just her.
That gotta be out.
She may be feeling some type of way
because of herself.
Because Well, I mean, yes,
It's not his fault that she a little dud. That's her fault.
Okay.
She walk around like
But-
she frumpy. That's her fault.
but
She need to stick her chest out, walk with her head high,
But
and
some-
demand attention when she come in the room. She wouldn't have to be crying about it.
But some women feel the need to have the same type of attention on them that their man has.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So she like, oh, well, he getting all the hoes, he getting this, this, and everybody is just sitting here looking at me like, oh,
I don't wanna be that
you
much
know what
like
I'm
my
saying? She
man.
like, oh, I'm the wife, and she may be tired of the, you know, the stereotype or the name of I'm just Steph's wife,
Okay,
and she
so-
may want her own identity. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not saying a girl is right. I'm just saying.
So you do that by publicly coming out and
Humiliating
saying
your husband.
twice or 3 times.
Basically,
Okay,
that you need that validation.
She may need that.
She
validation.
mentally
Like I
ill.
said,
Yeah,
Then
I
maybe she
don't
doesn't need to
agree
be a
with-
wife of a superstar.
I don't. I
then.
mean,
She doesn't.
maybe she,
Something
maybe
wrong
she,
with her.
maybe she doesn't. I mean,
But she
I'm
not-
she
I'm
can't
not,
handle
I'm-
being the wife of a celebrity.
But she not ugly though.
She's
like,
not. She gorgeous. It's
Like
I
I
don't understand why
said,
she
she
I mean,
needs
she act
to
like
walk in
Steph
the
ain't
room.
treating her right
Right,
or
because-
something.
Something, right? She
Yeah.
ain't
Well,
getting enough stuff.
What's
like,
T? What's T?
because
She
maybe
needs to demand that attention. Like it's you could dress,
But
walk,
You shouldn't
shit.
have
I mean,
to demand
but
attention from
I'm
your
saying
husband
it's
at the
I'm
end
not.
of the day.
I'm not saying it
Yeah.
like that. I'm saying,
But he is. he on
don't
the
walk
road.
like
He-
a frumpy librarian.
Get your like.
I'm sorry,
like,
the
be sexy.
librarians
But, I
out
mean,
there
it's-
that ain't
it's-
frumpy.
but I'm just saying. Right. I'm just
You
saying.
know?
It's just
Dress
like
like
you
a bad
said.
bitch.
Like,
She's
right.
she's a
Hold your head up.
beautiful woman. She really is. So
She is.
maybe she feel like, you know, she's like, dang, I'm just getting the attention as his wife.
Why do
I
she
want
need
my
the
own.
attention?
Maybe what
That
it
may be
is
her own
here,
self-insecurity.
I was just about to
I
say
don't
what
know.
it is. She's paying. It's not the lack of attention that she's giving her or that she's getting from other men. She's paying too much attention to the women, right, that are around him, regardless of him. Them being clingy to, like being all over him or whatnot. The women, the caliber of women that he is just around makes her insecure.
That's probably very
That's
true.
what it is. It is
That's
because
probably
it's a
very
lot
true.
of big pussy energy that you be around. And,
I mean, it's Steph Curry.
So yeah, that's what it is. It's, you know, she's intimidated by the women who, like, you know, she feel like, you know, he got options maybe, you know what I mean, or she, you know, which of course
she
he
does
does.
have
Because-
options.
Because
Yeah, I'm just saying, but I mean, he shouldn't. If
She
he's
has
married,
options as well. They're probably fans of her husband, so they don't want to say nothing. She needs to just chill and pipe down, dress a little different, walk with your head up. You ain't got to be taking your ring off in front of strippers that already know that you married. Like,
What the fuck?
the news didn't report that y'all got a divorce, so it was
Right,
no
so
need
y'all-
in you
it
acting
was-
like
it
you
was
really
no
out
need.
here
Oh,
single.
man,
Like, you just
what the
embarrassing
hell?
this
Like,
man, and he just
man.
loving on you.
After he just lost the damn finals. Like, now you just out here. Oh, he ain't win the ring. I'll take this ring off.
Right.
And upset that man twice.
Man.
upset him 3 times. He
Oh,
was-
man.
3 times.
He gonna divorce her. She gonna be mad.
But they've been together since like
High school,
high
right?
school.
Yeah, man.
They
Yep.
have.
Yeah, so see, when she first got with him, that was advocate again, okay? When she first got with him, he was not getting the, you know.
He wasn't superstar.
he
Steph
wasn't-
He
Curry.
was
What?
the awkward, gumpy, light-skinned,
Yeah,
tall
light-skinned,
nigga. And
tall
she was
nigga
the
that
bad
looked-
He ain't
bitch.
really tall,
Right.
but yeah, he's a little nigga on the squad. But yeah,
I'm talking about the other regular people.
Right, he
Oh.
was just when they
Not
first
to the NBA.
right,
just,
when they
you
first
know.
met, they was both just regular. And now, you know what I'm saying? Like, Steph is getting
he's
pussy
the
thrown in
all-time
him.
3-point leader of the NBA.
Right, so-
all-time
She need to just
history and
chill.
shit.
Like, go shopping, bitch. Why are you
Dog.
out here playing? Go make
Okay,
some shit.
that part.
Go feed some children
real,
in
for
Africa or some shit. Like, you out here worried about motherfuckers paying attention. You know what? If you go out and make a whole bunch of sandwiches for homeless people and film me,
Then
I bet you niggas will be
They
in your
gonna start
inbox.
paying attention.
They gonna be like, damn, she's
She
really
said-
nice.
Feed me too.
But see,
Okay, yeah,
but
feed me
see,
too.
that's
I
the
like
thing.
sandwiches.
They would
That's stupid.
dudes will never be in her inbox the way that the girls be in his inbox.
Okay, well, then she should go get a BBL.
So that's
the goal. That's the
what.
goal?
No, I'm not
or is
saying
that the
that's
problem.
That's the problem that she's feeling.
Well, you know what?
I
Well,
think.
if her problem is she's trying to live up to what the fan and the fame and the fanfare that he receives, then she needs to jump off a fucking bridge.
Or
it's never
she can
gonna
go
happen.
get a BBL and become an Instagram model.
She could. Very true.
Don't look at me like that. I'm just saying
But
it's a
I mean
trend right now.
that may be it. Like you
She
know,
could go
I mean,
get
I don't
some
know.
booty shots or
I'm not in the
something.
girl's
and
head,
then,
but
and then Steph Curry gonna be DC Young Fly. Don't encourage that type of atmosphere.
saying,
Shit, like you was waiting for the buttons. I see she on the trigger and shit. Like, you got to be quick on the draw. And shit, engineer over there. But man, we can't. Yeah, that's not what we wanted to do.
I'm just saying she ain't gonna listen to what we want her to do anyway. She wants you to be in her DM telling her how beautiful she is and that she got a fat ass.
Why? I'll never
Right.
hint. I can't. What is the point?
Because she just wants
but
her.
it's gonna boost her ego.
Yeah,
It's
she
gonna
want her
boost
ego
her self
stroke.
Validation.
You know
It's
what
gonna
should boost her
validate
ego?
her.
Her
Doing something
husband's
for the
bank account
homies.
should boost her ego.
That
That's
should
what it
that
is.
should be
What
enough.
the fuck do you need more than that?
I don't know.
You're fine as
But
hell.
I'm just saying, like, you got all this money. You really want people to pay attention to you? Go give back to something. Go give to a charity or some shit. They gonna pay attention to you. They gonna eat that shit up.
Maybe she thought, it's a lot of women who think that, if you marry a celebrity or a football player or a basketball player, that
She want to be
fame
Krishan Rock.
comes to you.
That's
You
what she
know
wanna
what I'm saying? Like
She'll
that,
never
like
be
that
Rock.
fame comes
She
to
wanna
you
be
as
Aisha
well.
Rock. That's what she want.
She want to be Aisha Rock. She'll
Yeah.
never be Rock.
The being the wife of is just obviously not enough for her. She needs the extra attention, and some women and some men require that.
Maybe she could go start playing pickleball.
That's all you was worried about was being a wife when you married him. You wasn't worried about being no superstar before he. You know what I'm saying? All you was worried about was being married to the dude that's in the NBA. And
Well,
shit.
maybe that
and
once
of course
she
you was
got
there
it-
before. You know what I'm saying? You just but like but even then you wasn't worried about doing anything to make yourself anything.
Well, she did. She started.
than what you were.
She did. She did the little cooking show, and she came out with her own little.
Nobody was gonna watch that
I'm
shit.
just saying. And then she made her own pots and pans and stuff. Remember, she had a little picture up in
Oh,
Target.
yeah. Wasn't that after the first fuck up?
That was after
Yeah.
she said she needed some attention. The
That
first
was
time.
after she said she needed some attention the first time. She came out with her little
And that nigga
cookware
said, you know
She
what,
don't
bitch,
even
get out
look
in
like
Target
she
and sell
could
some
for
pots.
real.
You need some attention.
Right.
Get your
Slap
ass
your
in.
face on this pot.
That
But
didn't
I mean-
work for her. That's not even a good. I mean, I guess do something for your kids. Be a super mom or some
That's
shit.
crazy. She
That
embarrassing
wasn't.
the hell out that man.
wasn't enough for her.
She is embarrassing him, but he like it. I love it.
What is that True said? Erica Greason says she can go find herself without being disrespectful or trying to make him jealous. Women can be on him if he's not acting on it. Wait, she said women. What you say? Oh, women will be on him, but if he's not acting on it, chill out. Validate yourself by being better. Find a hobby, damn it. And that's basically
Absolutely.
what we were
See,
saying.
that's
Find
basically
something
what
to
we was
do.
just saying. Find
yourself some
something.
business.
Yeah,
Find something
Find
to
you
do.
something to do.
Absolutely.
she not gonna do it though. She just gonna keep embarrassing this man, and he gonna just keep taking it like a simp. But
Now see why he got to be all that. Why
I'm just saying,
why he
because,
why he can't just be a family man and love. You like look at your face.
So not being a simp is what? Divorcing her?
I mean, not necessarily
Coming out and
saying
publicly
that.
checking her?
He don't have to check her,
So-
but
so
they
just-
need
so
to
we
go to
don't-
like counseling or something. Like he need to go
I
handle
mean,
that.
He does look, you know what I mean? And that's the thing about it. It's fucked up, you know what I mean? Because as much as he's probably, dealing with out of her behind closed doors as far as
Yeah.
checking her and ridiculing about her bullshit,
She
he
keep
still has to
repeating that
save
shit.
face
Yeah.
on the
For
outside
public,
and
because
take
you're a
this
public figure that
slap in the face
Right.
after slap in the face by his own wife just to, for the sake of the image. that
I
he
had a
has.
broke nigga making me look dumb, so I can't really talk.
Boom,
But
Wait.
boom, ba, boom.
I'm just saying,
I second that. You know what I'm saying?
So I ain't even gonna blame myself. I be living my truth and shit.
absolutely.
In that
Damn.
aspect, she need to go ahead and find her something to do.
Yeah, that bank account, hell, her bank account, shit, at this point, because I'm sure she's sitting on something if she's Steph Curry's wife. And shit should
Absolutely.
make her feel good. Why the hell do you need, man, what was it? I think, I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't know if people knew that Morris Chestnut was married, right? But
Yes,
I
and
seen
been married
he came
for,
in with
like,
27 years and shit.
Yes.
And you never even
Never even seen his wife. Yep.
And she gorgeous.
I'm sure she paid.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sitting there quietly.
And
She's
she
sitting
And
there
then-
quiet.
trying to
And
be,
not only Morris Chestnut, Method Man.
Oh yeah,
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that interview that he
and
said?
Snoop.
Somebody asked Method Man. They said, "What's the secret to a long relationship?" He said, "Don't talk about it. Keep it personal. Don't say nothing to nobody." Like, who even
Yeah.
knew Method Man was married? Like, I didn't. I mean, it's
I
fine.
did.
And see,
I've been
right
good with Method Man forever.
and his wife
I knew he was
being
married.
as secure as I'm sure she is,
Yeah.
knowing that especially nowadays, this man's revenue is generated off of his female fan base.
Absolutely.
Like
It
he's
is,
making money
most
off of him.
Absolutely.
But see, some women like Steph Curry. If it was outside of basketball, right? If he
Right,
wasn't
yeah.
a basketball star, and he
If
still
he was
had
just
the same,
famous and had this money.
and had this, like she wouldn't be able to. She'd be going crazy. She'd be
Oh
going
yeah,
crazy.
she'd be on some left eye type shit, burning down cribs and making it known. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, she keeping it together as best she can, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Cause she
But
can
I mean,
really
how,
be out here
but
down
see, poor
bad.
Steph, because
She
how was
really
he?
could be.
Poor Steph. How was he supposed to know? Because all he did was become successful. You know what I'm saying?
And keep
he
the same
went-
chick that he
and
already
keep the
had.
same chick that I already had and shit. You know what
I mean,
how was he? how
that
was he
goes
supposed
back to
know?
not really knowing the person.
Yeah.
You could be with somebody forever and not really know who they
Well,
And I
are.
yeah,
really
well, the
know
thing
who
about
they
it
are.
is, you have to see
Absolutely.
people just like how we in Michigan, we have 4 seasons, right?
Oh,
and
yeah,
each 4 of
for
those
sure.
seasons, we have to dress differently.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know people all the way until you see them in all of their seasons.
In
You
other
gotta
words,
see 'em
people
broke.
change,
You gotta
right?
see-
They do
and
change.
you-
You gotta
and,
see 'em
and
rich.
then you don't know what kind of clothing people put on in different weather. You know what I'm saying? To
That's
clothe
true.
themselves.
But at the
That
same
sheepskin
time,
masks
some
and shit.
people will be a wolf in sheep's clothing and wear that shit all year round.
Yeah, they'll
I
sweat
mean,
to death
will
before they
sweat,
change.
They will sweat to
They'll
death before
damn
they
near
change.
die.
And then they don't show their true colors until later when
Oh,
it's
man.
after the kids,
Oh,
after the
man.
wedding,
That
after the,
happened to me.
and you
Where's
be
my
like, what?
drink?
And you be
Where's
like,
my
what in
drink?
the hell?
And
I'm
then
looking
take
at that
and
now.
they
Where's
take
my
off a
drink?
layer of skin.
And then
and
they
he's a
take
white
off that
man.
layer to see. And you,
Billy, where you come from?
Exactly. Like, wait, what? I mean, but that
Yes.
happened to me. To actually see somebody every day and they act one way and then
all of a sudden,
what the fuck? Like, when did you have time to live these 12 different lives? Like, I know I gave you a little leeway,
These
nigga,
people,
but goddamn.
these people that are career
Narcissists.
agenda,
Narcissists, absolutely.
career narcissists and
Yep.
agenda seekers. Agenda.
Yep.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like because you so used to doing this. You know what I mean? You've played this mask. So you put on
They
this mask
need
so
that
many
attention
times.
and validation Aisha looking for. She need to sit the fuck down. But she need a damn narcissist that's gonna fuck her world up.
and they will fuck your world
They,
up, too.
ooh,
You
baby.
out here looking for attention. You fuck around and get some attention you ain't looking for.
The
Absolutely,
wrong.
the wrong attention.
Mm.
Boy.
You said,
Like you had a flashback over there and shit. Like
she did. She was like, ooh.
I did the wrong attention. Yes, most definitely.
man.
Wolf in sheep's clothes. That's a
I'ma
whole
just-
wait. That's a whole nother 2-hour topic though. That we could go into that one there. Look at Mark. He like, oh Lord.
I mean, like, it's sick. You have to really be mentally sick to play with different people like that. Like, I'm open. I'll tell you, I'm not looking for nothing. I'm just chilling right now.
But people will force you into that.
No,
or
they
try
won't because
to
I
force you.
outghost them.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying
Yeah,
people are trying
no,
to
I
force
don't
you.
do all
Yeah,
of
most
that
definitely.
anymore.
But why do you ghost? It's because of past experiences, right? That
No,
you
it's
like,
because-
oh,
it's
okay,
because
I'm
you
not
can't take no
even
for
trying
an
to play.
answer.
Exactly.
And I have to
That's-
force
it's-
my hand on. Like,
It's
you know,
more so that.
You're not gonna try to force me into doing something that I don't want to do. And if I say no, you stay here, and you're gonna keep pressing it. Now, then I'm gonna cut you off.
Yeah, like,
But see, that's not really the way like classic narcissists work. They like reel you in
But see, here's the
And
thing.
then-
After so
and-
long of dealing with narcissists, right? You start to see the trademarks of them, right? So before I
mean,
allow you to, I'm nipping that shit in the bud. I'm not even gonna allow you to reel me in. That's the thing. You know what I mean? That's what the cutoff is.
But when they reel you in, you don't know that they're a narcissist. You don't know that they're a wolf.
No, you don't know.
You seeing the sheep that they're showing you. They being everything that you
So what you're saying is
that you want them
you
to
don't
be.
know a narcissist until you've been a narcissist.
Until you become a victim of the
Pretty
shit.
much. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Basically, yeah.
Absolutely.
But what I'm saying
Unless-
is when you're
unless,
experienced
of
with
course-
them and you see if you've experienced them on multiple occasions, you know the trademarks again of them. You know what I mean? Like,
Getting away from them is hard.
It is,
though.
absolutely.
Especially if you have a kid with them because they use that as an outlet.
Mm-hmm.
When my son's father was alive, he used to use my son against me, even though he only claimed my son within my walls of my home, into my family. Nobody really knew about my son except for like a few of his kids that everybody knew about. So like he would use my
Classic.
son, and my son is autistic, so of course we gonna keep this pattern. Shit, my son told me today, like, yeah, I miss my dad, but I don't really want you to meet anybody else, and like, I don't want you to be with nobody else. Like, I just want you to chill. Like, just relax with me and my brother. And I feel him on that.
how old is he?
He's 7. I feel him on that because he don't talk about the situation. Looking at him and how much attention he pays to everything, I know he knows, but so yeah, I feel bad for even letting that happen because the way I was raised, my daddy raised me not to need no nigga. So I was cool just being a single mom with my
Are all
two
women
kids.
raised like that?
No, because I know some chicks
You know
out
what's
here
crazy?
right now.
And I want to speak to that. Well, go ahead, finish that.
But I know some chicks out here that if you not giving me something, I'm not going to deal with you. Like, a man literally has to offer something, or I have to be getting something out the situation, normally money. Like, I done heard bitches tell their daughters, you better get what you can out of that nigga because that's all, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We selling this pussy, basically.
So
Yeah.
but I'm saying is that's what mothers teach their daughters.
If I had a daughter, I wouldn't dare.
But do fathers? Because my father taught me the same thing. You be
Never let
independent,
nobody hold
never,
nothing over your head.
So,
Yeah,
and that's,
so-
I had this conversation on another podcast too, like the difference between what boys are told when they're younger about girls and what girls do. So when we are younger, right, we are told to do things like, you know, protect your sister, protect your mama. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't let nobody, you know, open the doors for, you know, the ladies and all of that, all of this respectful type stuff. But then on the ladies, on the flip side, y'all taught basically y'all to protect yourselves from us.
Exactly,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And that grows and that causes women to grow up with the you know, just be on the defensive about everything in regards to a man when they grow up because they've been taught that basically man is the enemy. You know what I mean? I've been taught, I was raised to protect myself from y'all and to watch out for y'all and not get, you know, not get got by y'all. And,
I wouldn't really
you know what I'm
say the enemy, but to
Well, at the-
always
at
be
the-
on
like
your
the-
guard.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
most men only want sex.
absolutely.
Like, I had to explain this to somebody on Facebook before.
So we're trying to get we're basically we're a thief. We're coming to get you. and
Right,
shit.
you're
I mean, you
the-
got to
you're the
protect-
cha-
we're
you're
the-
the-
that's
you're
what I'm
the-
saying.
you're the
narrative
chasers,
is-
you're
the
the-
narrative is
yeah.
So and that's not and I don't mean a tracer as in you know, in the good way of us pursuing the woman. Like it's almost like damn near criminal. It's like y'all are like trained to be protected from us as opposed to, you know, loving a man and being there and all, like how we are told to do for y'all. And that's all I'm saying. The difference in what we're trained.
But
And-
how
are y'all-
many?
are y'all-
But how many men out here actually do
And
what
I
they're
feel you. I feel you on that. I'm
what
not
they're
saying
trained
I'm
to
not-
do? Like y'all, these men out here nowadays, y'all don't act like granddaddy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't out here.
There's a lot of men out here that don't
men-
act like my father.
Even your father.
ain't men
It's a
in no
lot.
more. I
They
get
Men,
you. I
the,
get
the
you.
not,
men,
yeah, they're not.
the men ain't men. So it's like
The female
It's
are.
like I know y'all were not raised like that.
Yeah.
Like, so why are y'all out here like when men get grown, they like completely forget everything that they mom and daddy taught them about how you supposed to respect a woman, treat a woman, take care of
Yeah.
your family, provide and protect all of that. And
You know what?
if your parents didn't tell it to you, you saw it from somewhere. You either saw it from your aunties, your uncles, your grandma, your granddaddy who was together for 50, 60 years. Like, and then y'all get grown and lose your rabbit ass fucking minds.
The general majority of men, right? Okay, I can agree with y'all with. Just like there's women, and I'm not trying to just contrast it, right? There's just like there's women who are out of the pocket of
Absolutely.
respect, right? But I explain this shit because I talk to my mom about this all the time, and because she hear me, whether it be a conversation down here that I'm having on the podcast, or me on the phone with one of my female friends, or even a chick that I'm kicking it with, and maybe just how we talk shit to each other, right? We'll say it like that, you know what I mean? And I would explain to my mom like the type of women we have out here now aren't the same women that they were back then. Just like
Definitely
them, you know
not.
what I'm saying? So and when she what she expects is for me to display the type of respect that she knows she instilled into me, right?
Absolutely.
When I'm talking to like mama, so basically my mama want me to talk to these chicks out here like I talk to her.
Some of these
and
rats don't
these
deserve
women,
that.
that's what I explained. That's what and now she
I'ma
she
just
understands.
say
She
it.
understands
They
that,
don't.
right? She understands
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But now that she sees,
But
you know what I mean?
where, at what point did all of that break down? You see what I'm saying? Like,
It's
When people
generational.
start
It's
whooping their
generational.
kids.
Yeah, I mean, and it's society done that, right? Where society has lowered the standards on a whole lot of things out here and flipped it to
Oh,
where now bad is good and good is bad on a lot of different
Society
fronts.
accepts too much now.
Yeah, it accept, and challenges nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing. They only challenge shit that's progressive for the
They challenge the
majority,
good shit,
not
right?
the minority.
They question
Right.
and challenge
Yeah.
the good stuff,
Right.
but everything is bad.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, let people do what they want to
Let
do.
people do
Yeah,
it.
because it's like I was just talking to somebody the other day. Like, I legit got to change how I say certain stuff because people could choose what they want to identify as. So
Yeah,
when I write this,
she
it
her,
doesn't-
them.
yeah, like I
What they
pronouns.
identify. So I got put in Facebook jail. I said, because you know what? Fuck it. If you can't beat them, join them.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Check this out. Wait. Right? If we got transgender people who identify as whatever gender that they identify, they live their life as whatever gender.
Okay.
We got trans age people, right?
What's
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Trans age.
So I could be out here telling niggas I'm 23.
Right, that's what I'm trying to say.
Listen,
fuck
wait. Grown ass people who identify
who identify as kids.
Identify as kids, and they
Hell
wear
no.
diapers, and they got like.
Oh, I've
Get
seen
the-
that.
Okay,
Okay,
I have seen
How
that.
about
I've
this?
seen that on Taboo.
And then we know about the classic Rachel Dozier,
Oh shit, I'm
right?
25 again.
Rachel
Then.
Dozier,
I'm
right?
21 for life.
Rachel Dozier was
Oh, the black-
transracial.
the black
Right,
white lady.
the yes.
The black white lady, I
Yes,
remember her.
I do.
Oh, wait a
remember.
minute. And what about the people identifying as animals and objects?
Oh, them
Okay,
fur people
see.
that
Yeah.
So if we
Yeah.
gotta respect all of these people, and they get like by law, damn it.
So why
These
can't I
motherfuckers
just say I'm white with $1 million
I
and they believe
wait,
it?
I got it.
Exactly.
Listen, stop. I'm trans financial. I was born in
Okay.
the wrong tax bracket.
Man, what?
Give
Put
me
me back in my right
treat me
one.
like
Right.
the billionaire that I identify.
Exactly, the
Identify
fuck?
as a.
We all
I
come
need
from
a
royalty,
loan.
right? Do we
Hey,
not come
with
from
a-
Yes,
royalty?
absolutely.
With an 800 credit score.
Hell
Oh,
yeah,
no,
I need a loan real
When I go in
quick.
the,
I know,
when I go in
right?
the bank with this $100 check, put the other 10 zeros and give me
Okay.
my billion.
'Cause-
Yeah, run
'Cause
me
I
some
identify-
real
Because
quick.
I identify as a billionaire.
Cause yeah,
I'm trans financial. Can that work? Why not?
I don't see why it don't
Can we
work.
start change?
That
Can we
should
start a
work.
change.org petition?
Shit.
That should work. I think we
Right? Because
right.
it's easier to make me a billionaire than it is to make me a woman.
and since we doing things that don't make sense,
Right.
But then
Okay.
it's like, cause my thing is this: like, if my son is 7 years old, right? He watched Paw Patrol. He come to me and say,
And say I'm
You want to be a dog?
I'm a
He
puppy.
identifies it. And now, is it my job to cultivate that and put a leash around his neck and, give
start
him a doggy
feeding them
bone
now.
and feed him on walking
and
on a
feed them
leash?
kibbles and
No.
bits.
Right?
No,
That's the problem that I got with that thing. You know, like letting the kids do what they want to do. Like they don't even
I
know
made a
right or
post
wrong,
about
man.
that the other day. Like, I've been a tomboy my whole life. Like, I wear heels and I dress like a girl, but they have to get me out of dark colors.
Yeah.
They have to make me wear, you know, my homegirls, they dress me up and shit because I dress like I'm about to go to the gym. I'm about to do yoga. I'm about to
Me
go
too.
Right. I
play
do
with
too.
my sons because I have
I do
boys.
too. I've been a tomboy my whole
I
life.
used to tell my mom I wanted to be a boy because I couldn't do shit that boys could do. Like, I wanted to go play. I wanted to go around the corner. I wanted to go to the store. I wanted to do a lot of shit boys could do.
I think all
If
women,
my parents was trans, progressive, or whatever the fuck they call that shit, and they would have listened to me back then and was like, all right, we about to just, fuck it. She's a tomboy. She
raising her as a boy.
Do you know how pissed off I'll be right now? Because I love dick. I don't want to be. What the fuck?
But see, I was a tomboy, but like I never wanted to be a boy.
So,
but
you
it was
know
just
what?
it was
You
just
know
me and
what?
my brother.
How
So
about this?
I was outside playing football, like tackle football
Yeah.
with the boys, and I mean I did all of that.
Scraping
like,
my knee and getting up like
scraping
nothing
my knee,
happened.
getting up
One-
like
one
nothing
thing-
happened. I got burns, all kind of like I was outside with the boys.
Big thing, and I forget what show it was. It had to have been Excuse My Truth, or maybe it was another. There was another one that had one of the lesbian chicks was on here, but shit, I don't forgot my damn thoughts.
See, look.
My gears be rolling. It's gonna come back to me in a minute, but yeah, man, that's some crazy stuff, man. Like, let me be the billionaire that I identify.
I want to be a billionaire. That would be nice, and I wouldn't need the attention like Aisha Curry.
I could just take the. All I need
I
is
could
the
just
money.
take
It came back
I could
to me.
just
It came
take the
back to me.
billions.
Okay, what was you about to
So,
say?
one big thing that is not talked about in the trans community is the fact that there's a lot of people who made that transition.
They wanna go back?
and are upset and are mad, right? And then when we talk about the high rate of suicide in the LGBT or the tranny community,
Mm-hmm.
that is a big contributor to that,
Yeah.
right? And we're not talking about that. Why? Because it puts a damper on this
The
thing being so
agenda?
positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it puts a damper on the agenda.
Yeah.
The agenda that
The
the mass
agenda-
majority is pushing.
For equality, for
Yeah.
them to be
And that's the
treated
reason why a
as
lot of them
the
don't
gender
have
that
the
they-
surgery right anymore. Because
Yeah.
because it's like I don't want to. I'm not that committed. I don't really feel that way, right? This is just something that I don't want to offend nobody, but it seems as if a lot of people are just in that lifestyle just for the sake of being accepted because they were socially awkward or something anywhere else type thing.
I mean,
And just to fit in, just to have a crowd to fit into because it's
well,
trendy.
not
There's-
all. I feel like
say all, not all. I
Yeah,
didn't say all.
yeah.
I say
I
a lot,
mean,
like,
a lot of them actually do feel the way that they do genuinely, because I know.
And I can't speak for them. I mean, I'm just
Right.
And
I'm talking about what it appears from the outside.
Yeah, but
It's
I've
like-
seen the change. I've seen the gradual change. Somebody that I love to death and is doing their thing out here. I've seen the change and I remember the change, and I watch my words sometimes because I do want to be sensitive to her feelings because I know she has feelings. But at the same time, it is some people out there who don't feel as strongly as she does that are still of the community. I saw a dude earlier, I think I shared it on my Facebook page. He was like upset at the flag that they had, and I just didn't really understand his anger towards it because I know they're trying to progress, and
Right.
it's a lot. Their community is subdivided by so many
different
different
things.
identities and chapters and
the
all
flag
of
with
that.
the rainbow flag.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
rainbow-
like,
the
he was
rainbow flag,
really
'cause it was
upset.
like Pride, wasn't it like Pride Month last month? Or
Yeah.
something? Yeah.
I mean, June is
This
Yeah,
month,
June,
yeah.
yeah.
But he was like really upset at the fact that they're progressing the way in which they are, which I feel like, I mean, just like you said, it's people identifying as objects. It's people identifying as whatever the fuck they want to be.
So this is my question. So how far is too far?
Ooh, you just took it. You just
Did I just take it there? Okay, so- so-
Identifying
and I'm
as an
about
to-
object
I'm
is
about to-
too
I'm about
far.
to tell you where
No,
too
An
far.
animal.
I'm about to tell you where
Okay,
too
but
far. I
let's
got
let's
it.
even
I
let's
can't tell
even.
y'all I'm a
But
rock.
listen,
I'm about to
let's
tell you what's
even
too far.
let's even
If
let's
she
even
don't hit it.
talk. Let's even talk just transgender, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you take a man who identifies as a woman, could have even had the surgery, right? Okay, and then they want to participate or compete in women's sports. That's an unfair fight.
I
I
don't
don't
think
care how
that's
many
fair.
hormones you take or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think
you
that's fair.
are genetically a man,
Yeah.
and
But see,
and
but when
genetically
your
a-
friend hear that,
Yeah.
They're
then
offended by that.
They're definitely offended.
Then they're offended. But you
But
can
why
take.
when it's the truth?
But that's just like it was a man who was, I believe he was a boxer or something, and he rated like 130th or some ridiculous number in his class, transgender. Then he went.
You're talking about the swimmer.
Was
who was 530 or something,
and then
and when it, as a
It was a
as,
lady.
as a
Yeah.
woman,
She
was-
soared
number
through
one or
everything,
two.
yeah.
Like that's not.
How about this? I got
That's
a better
not
one for you.
fair.
I got a better one for you. Transgender MMA fighter.
See, that's not.
Yeah, I saw that one. Now,
That's
that
not-
was just too.
That's
Yeah.
not
Okay, this man identifies as a woman, and he got in there and bust this girl's skull.
right.
Yeah. I mean,
But they fought for that equality to say that they are equal. So I mean, I get it. I have no problem with transgender women or women. I don't have
Oh,
a problem
yeah.
with anybody in that community. However, at the end of the day, your genetics,
are gonna say that you're
you
a
are
male.
still
Yes.
a man. And
Just like that little
and
girl
a
said,
woman
your
cannot-
pelvis bone, your
a
pelvic
woman,
bone will always
a
tell.
woman physically.
Yeah.
Physically, a woman cannot compete with a man
Yeah, no.
on any level.
I forget what. I don't know. It wasn't the NFL. I don't know if it was the XFL. but
Right?
it
Could
was
you
a
could you
woman-
see a woman transgender that's
Listen,
transgender to a man and go to the
quarterback,
NFL?
The quarterback. Listen, the quarterback.
No.
The first game. The first time she got sacked,
Right. That part.
she was done.
That part.
I didn't even know that happened. I didn't pay attention to it.
It's a lot of instances like
Yeah.
that where yeah.
I just hope, like, I'm not funny acting or whatever, but the people of that community that I love and that I grew up with and that I've seen their transition, their change, their come out there, all of that, I just hold them dear to my heart. And sometimes
Because
I
they're
do
people,
for-
right? Like,
Exactly.
here's the thing.
Right,
Like
absolutely.
I tell people all the time, like as much as I am, and this is again not any offense to anybody who is that way, you know what I mean? Because I have clients, you know what I'm saying, who are
Right.
lesbian, and you know what I mean. So it's like, as much as I'm not a fan of that lifestyle, like I'm still a lover of people. So if it was
yeah.
a situation where, per se, I am out, y'all know me reporting the news and shit, right?
Yeah.
And I see an accident where a transgender person is hurt, they out on lay, and am I gonna ride past that person? And
No,
not
you
because
gonna
No,
stop.
I'm gonna stop. It's a person.
Yeah.
Because
you
it's
see
still
what
a
I'm saying?
person. It's a human
So
being.
shit like
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean? Like I'm not to the point where it's just like I hate, people of that community. It's just like I don't understand it.
I just feel like this.
Well, I mean, I
the ones
understand
that
it.
go to church and that still believe and that still do all of this, that, and the third with God. If you can ignore the fact that he not really happy with your decision of being a transgender, then you can be happy with the fact that I just love you for who you are. I might not agree with what you're doing, but I'm not gonna feel any ill will towards
Listen,
you.
and see that I agree with it. I have absolutely no problem with it. I just have a problem with how far is too far. Like, I don't feel that, it should be, you should take, I don't feel that a man being a transgender trying to be a woman should take away from what a woman is doing. That was just like, do you remember the first year that, what was the Kardashians' husband name?
Bruce Jenner. became
Caitlyn Jenner. And the very first year that he became
He put her on
Caitlyn
the
Jenner,
Woman's
he
magazine,
won
Woman of the Year.
Woman of the Year.
Of the Year award.
That's
yeah.
So that's
how-
the narrative.
how
That's
is
why I don't
that
understand
possible?
how especially black women fanfare this whole shit when basically they're trying to replace y'all with them.
Exactly.
To the point where
Right.
with this human trafficking, they're trying to. It's to the point now where they're trying to implant y'all uteruses in the transgender so they can
They
make
are.
babies.
Yeah.
Okay, and the transgenders, like, they're really envious of y'all. You know what I mean? Like a lot of them don't like y'all for real. It's
Yeah.
maybe it's a family member or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? They love y'all because y'all love them, and they ain't got nobody. You know what I mean? The world already feel how they feel about it if they family. If they ain't gonna be with their the family, they
Right.
gonna get the
Right.
support from their family. Who they got?
Exactly.
So you know what I mean? This shit crazy, man. Yeah, and they ain't pushing that shit to the kids as just a sexual preference, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes,
my
they are.
and the thing about it is, right
Yes.
now, and we're talking about the other
Yeah,
side of where they cut that shit off when you put that goddamn what is
gender
it?
bathrooms in
When you
schools
put that
and
P
shit
on it,
now.
though, LGBTQRS, when you put that P on there,
What's the
that's
P?
problem.
What's the preference?
Yeah. No,
What is it?
no, because they're trying to
Yeah.
push pedophilia as a sexual preference.
Shut the fuck
Yes,
up.
I'm
They
telling
are.
you.
you serious?
Did I tell you
Yes.
that y'all didn't see that? Y'all didn't see that reel that I posted about niggas. So look
No, I
up.
didn't.
No,
So
I
now
didn't
when you
see
talk about
that.
so when you talk about the flag, right? The rainbow flag, right? I want y'all to go Google MAPS, MAPS. Okay, MAPS. That is a group of people. The abbreviation stands for
Okay.
minor attracted people, right? These are
Right.
people who are
Who are
pushing
attracted
for
to minor-
pedophilia
to say that it's not
yeah, okay, and their
illegal.
flag
You know
looks
what?
just like the
I
rainbow.
take that back. I do remember they was
Mm.
trying to vote for that shit.
Yeah.
And the LGBT, they're like, we don't want that, right? So, yeah, you stop right there. That's immoral, right there, right? Oh, but they do it in other countries.
Yeah.
So
they
why?
do.
You know what I mean? But in other countries, the stuff that they do, they kill you for that over there.
But
And
the
in certain
lines,
countries where
the
they marrying kids,
Oh yeah.
the lines of morals in America are so blurred nowadays that
Oh yeah, it's nothing like when we grew
It's-
up.
Because it really should say in parentheses, depending on who you are,
depending on who,
Yeah.
depending
How
on
much
who
money
you,
you
are,
have,
know,
your
who you
status,
your status,
your bank account.
everything, your morals change
you
literally.
got Jeffrey Epstein,
from
right? He
person
had
to
a whole
person.
island, got all the politicians over there messing with the kids over
But
there on the
that's-
island.
but-
and then right after he
but
died, we
that's-
got the two white boys, the island boys.
But that's,
So where
okay,
they came from?
but that's okay because that
They
was
the kids
that was
over there. Some
under.
of them, y'all got pictures in them. With,
But
Oh,
you know,
yeah, I seen them pictures
it
online.
depends on who you know and how much money you have and where you grew up of what your moral standards are. And everybody's moral standards do not shift due north. Like everybody's
Everybody's standards, level of standards is different,
you
and that's the
sit-
crazy
yeah,
part.
every
And
single
everybody try
person.
to push theirs as the norm, as the standard, because this is what I believe, and they try to push it on everybody else.
Yeah, but that's like in everything. Like you sitting next to somebody whose moral compass is not the same as yours, and they be like, "Oh, well, this is cool," and you like, "Well, no, it's not." And it's like, okay, but and then everybody, it don't matter what your moral compass goes to. You can always find some TikTok video, YouTube video, Facebook reel that's gonna agree with what you saying.
Yeah.
Always, it's always gonna be somebody else. You can be like, "Look, let me show you this. See, I'm right."
Because 20 other people agree with me.
Because 20 other people
But,
agree
but
with
going
me.
Exactly.
going back to your question, how far is too far? It's too far when it becomes like away from reality. Like in reality, a man and a woman do not compete. So whatever you prefer
Yeah.
to be called or identified as, you were still born as a man or a woman, and y'all do not compare. And that's why it's different chromosomes. They're not
But-
the same.
But what is reality now? Like, really? What is reality? Because my reality is different than yours. Your reality is different from mine. So, who determines what the reality?
reality,
What's
yeah.
what's reality
The
today?
people that's controlling the media.
And who was that?
And that's why we're doing
And that's
what
why
we're
we're-
doing here.
Exactly.
That's how we
The
get to
people
some,
that's
because
controlling
we
the
got to
media.
change the narrative. We got to introduce different ways. Like we got to introduce critical thinking skills. That's what we got to introduce. We just got to have platforms where we, had these kind of conversations. Because these kind of conversations ain't had on mainstream media. You know what I mean? It's not.
No, they're
Yeah,
not.
No,
Definitely
absolutely
not.
not.
People
It's a
too
lot of-
worried about being canceled on mainstream
Yeah,
media.
man, all of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? And that's part of the
Canceled
problem.
and
If you
silenced.
say the wrong thing, you
If you
say
say the
something that
wrong
somebody don't
thing,
like.
Yep.
I really don't care.
And did you-
Like my whole life, I've been saying shit people don't like, and anybody that knows me
You
will
better not
tell
ever
you
get
like,
famous.
I
They
don't
gonna be
give
on
a
your
fuck.
head.
Oh,
Right, they gonna be
on
like,
my
"Oh."
head, but-
Let's pull this video up from 2023.
22.
That's the reason why, man. That's the reason why I'm on Facebook restriction now.
I
'Cause you
mean,
done
I've
said some
always.
Saying something that somebody didn't like.
I mean, because did y'all see that Chris Rock stand up on Netflix? And how much he
Yeah,
had
I
to filter
did.
himself?
Yeah,
And how he
did.
kept having to say, well, I don't want to offend.
Yeah,
Before he
because-
cracked the joke.
Yeah.
Because you have to watch what you say now, but that's what we was all about. Like, it was a time when we could roast freely without people.
And nobody would
feeling
say.
That
some
right
type of
there.
way.
That
but
right
who,
there.
who has to be censored? Because it's only certain
Everybody
people.
has to be censored
No,
now.
they don't. No, they don't. It's a lot of people.
That's how they
who-
feel.
No, not
It
everybody.
only
you know what,
take
that
one person to
censorship-
get up and say I'm offended and push it and it to go viral for damn, now everybody looking at you sideways.
I'm not even gonna call it censorship. That restriction, right, is actually the gate that's opening the bullshit and allowing people to do whatever. Because now you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Can't nobody say nothing to you about it.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm saying?
anything
And
flies right
correct,
now.
nobody can correct anybody about anything. No accountability. Like everybody, but then and then we live in such a reactive society where it's like let the bullshit happen and now we got to do something to fix it. We're not
Yeah.
proactive about shit. We're not trying to prevent shit from happening before. You know what I'm saying? We were just like, and let's let everybody be on. Just free ball it. Everybody just be free and do whatever the fuck you want to do. But then
Until you offend somebody.
consequences come raining down.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh shit, what are we gonna do about this? Well, you knew that these are the possible consequences when you did this shit. You know what I mean? Like, but we're not doing. We have no preventative measures, or we're taking no preventative steps.
We got freedom of speech until we say the wrong
Until
thing.
you
Until
say
we
the
wrong shit.
or you say it to the wrong person.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you can say the wrong thing to
Freedom
the
of
right
speech
person
under
and
conditions.
you're still okay, but you say it to the wrong person and it's a problem. So it's like, what's reality? So it's
It's like saying unconditional love under conditions. I'll give you
Exactly.
I'll give you
Right.
unconditional love under these conditions.
Exactly.
Like what?
Yep.
kind
That
of
don't make no
oxymoron
sense.
shit is this?
But that's like in everything in life. There's always conditions to. Nothing is unconditional anymore. Like nothing.
Man, this was a good conversation we had today.
It was. we
Y'all
had
sure
you
this
get
y'all
on
first
here.
day on the air?
This
Shit,
is
y'all
absolutely our
time on
first day.
I mean,
Y'all got me on the panel. It's like I'm a
Man,
co-host
I'm
and
over
shit,
here
like-
trying to multitask.
but you know,
Coop
this
over there
our
on the-
intro. You
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
this is dope. Y'all did. How y'all think y'all did?
I mean, I guess it's cool.
Right.
I ain't like that
We'll
intro.
Shit
probably-
buzzing like
Yeah.
Next time we'll probably be a little more structured. We was just
doing a free for all
introducing
today.
ourselves.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
It was a good
It was a
conversation.
good day.
Exactly.
It went where it was supposed to go. I mean, it was a
Right.
conversation.
We
No, that's the
still
thing about podcasts. You know what I mean? When
talk.
people say we have a topic or we have a subject, it doesn't mean even that we just every word that we say or every
Has
sentence
to be about
has
that
to be
topic.
about that. I mean,
Yeah.
it branches off. So that's y'all did good. I feel like you know what I mean. Go back and check the camera work and see what Coop was on.
Man, you might have to fast forward a little bit.
Coop with the camera.
I'm like, don't look at that part. Don't look
Right,
at that
don't
part.
look at that part. Don't look at
But
that
you
part.
know what? Like this, like it works. That's why I was asking you about hitting the festival. We need to get out here. We need to do stuff. We need to be popping. We need to get people wanting to listen. We need to.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We need the network.
yeah. Every day. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. We could have people coming in here interacting. Like I looked at the comments and stuff.
I
Like
know.
I'm sorry, all of y'all. I seen y'all comments late as hell. I didn't even know we had.
Yeah, this is they're all of them are rookies at this, ladies and gentlemen. As you see, we got Coop over here. I'm training on the, this is her first time doing a whole complete show, right, from start to finish. You just seen her on a couple of other shows pushing the buttons over here with me, but we got two of the other ladies over here. We got Frankie and we got I'm forgetting your name. What we call you on air? Because I don't know, because people don't be liking their real name on the air.
Nikki Buns.
Nikki Buns.
Nikki Buns.
Yes.
Buns, Nikki Buns, and Frankie Black is in the building. And yeah, man, two of the, we'll have 6 ladies eventually on the ladies' room. You know what I mean? This is a favorite show with the fans. Back when I did it, the only difference is I was the engineer. So now we got an all women's panel for real. So yeah, we're going to do this every week at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock
9 o'clock.
on Thursdays.
Thursdays. So yeah, I guess what time is it? Y'all ready to shut it out or what? Y'all ready? Y'all keep going till 11? Y'all what?
I mean, it don't matter to me. I don't care. It's
No,
whatever
I ain't want to cut y'all off on that. I was just,
I know we had a good conversation going on.
We did have a
we
good
was way
conversation.
off topic, but we
We
talked
were.
about a lot
We
today.
did.
Like,
Well,
we
Talk
did.
we was way off
I wouldn't
topic.
consider that being off topic. It was just, you know.
The
conversation
conversation moved
just moved
around.
around.
Yeah, so
Rounds.
typically when you watching shows, right, or you watching talk shows, they bring it back home
Yeah.
by
Right.
reiterating what the topic is, just so
Yeah.
like the new people that are tuning in, they can understand what it is.
What
we
it is
all
y'all
what
talking
the
about.
core of the conversation is. Besides that shit, it was dope.
Absolutely.
So
Fucks with it.
yeah, y'all can keep going. I don't know shit.
You said
Right, you said what
He
you
said
said
what
when
he
he
was
was
gonna
out.
say.
You like shit. I said what I said. It's over, nigga. I'm done.
See, we started with our topic. We ruffled your feathers a little bit. You had to come into
Yeah,
our
I had to-
conversation.
yeah,
like,
you had
hold
to-
on.
you had to-
Yeah, you had to
He
come
was
say
like, hold
some
on,
shit.
hold on. Right.
I don't know. We had a bunch of topics.
We did. We had a lot of topics to talk about today.
What that mean next time we just gonna have more than one. We'll have a
Yeah.
talk about some current events.
Yeah, we know
have
what to
people
expect.
tell us, you know, what they want on
It's an
here.
icebreaker. Y'all getting y'all feet wet. This is the first
Yeah, it's the
official
first.
time on air.
You know, people could write in and tell us their problems. We could have like strawberry letters and shit. Just, you know, plus I'm gonna be messy because I want somebody to
'Cause
be
you-
like, that bitch lying. So yeah,
Yeah.
y'all can do all of that. I think we had a good
I
first
think
show.
we did too.
But it's
Absolutely.
just be us, and then it's gonna be 4 more people.
But we held our own tonight. Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
We
if y'all,
did
if y'all
definitely.
interested
Yeah.
in a topic or y'all want to get on the show, let us know. We'll give y'all the details on how you can do that.
On the ones and twos.
What, y'all done? What?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, all right. So I guess that is hold that for me, sir. Over and out, man. The ladies' room. We are out of here. We're gonna see y'all next week. Cooper the camera. We got. Ooh, excuse me, Nikki Buns, Frankie Barnes, Hold It Down. I'm Nikki Black. I mean, Frankie Black.
Frankie
Yeah,
Black.
y'all are the same person to me now and shit.
Right.
Yeah, so next Thursday we're gonna get it in, man. Ladies' room. I'm glad to have y'all back in ladies' room, back on the platform, and I'm looking forward to all of the stuff that y'all gonna be running y'all mouth about over here.
Absolutely. The ladies' room. We'll see y'all next Thursday at 9.
Bye y'all.
Bye, y'all.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
Production.
7 Mile